Tell me what to do. I love you. Hey, what is that? What are you doing? Number 95. Here we
It's
are.
time for another
How you feeling?
edition of the hottest new podcast on all platforms, Fat Fish. Sit back and strap
Can't hear you,
yourself
man.
in
Are you
for the
there?
wildest ride on the open seas.
He's going. Linton's going.
Now,
Okay, I
flap
can't
your
hear him.
fins for the fabulous Fat Fish brothers, Eric Fish Snyder and Brad Grunny Grunberg, a.k.a. Snacks.
We're on. Go get him, kid.
What number is this?
95.
What? Oh my goodness. I lost track.
95.
I lost track at number one. It's good. But great hair today. Is there a hair piece on the back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked good. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep with that one. No, Brad. There's no plugs. There's nothing. I manscape. I have raccoon, and I do this a lot. I bang my
No,
fist.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
do
do.
this a
That's
lot.
your moniker.
You do this a lot. This is
Yeah.
not this. You do this. That
Yeah.
finger, by the way, smell that finger because I know where the finger was about a minute ago.
Well, you were the one taking a shit so we couldn't go on time. So
I know.
you.
But God, I had a
By
good.
the way, let me see the hat you're wearing. The audience can't see the hat. There you go. That's my boy. Yeah, there you go.
Man, we
Let's
should,
get that.
let me know if any of the audience members want one of these hats. We can, that could be our first merch sale or, we want to spread the word, Fish. We want to spread the word, the good word of Fat
The,
Fish
the good word of
podcast.
fat fish. There's a lot of good shit with fat fish going, man.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm, stressed, but I'm good. I woke up this morning. That's what I tell people. I woke up, my parents woke up, and Annie's right next to me, my dog. So I'm happy. Okay. Other things, there's my show business career is on hold because of many reasons, but one of them is because of the fires, these horrible, tragic fires in Palisades, Malibu, and uh, Altadena. Oh, man. Oh, it's so sad, man. And then this tragedy in Washington, D.C. with the plane and the helicopter. Let's tell our audience something. Don't sweat the small stuff. If you're breathing, you're ahead of the game, right, Fish? Ah,
Yeah, he's a fucking 14. The whole figure skating team, and they're. I don't imagine being 300 feet from descent, and then an army, a Black Hawk helicopter. These guys are trained. They flew into that. There's something stinky in Philadelphia when this thing happened, and it's just a
right.
sad thing. I will tell you this: everyone comes in the bar last night. You see it. It's still the safest form of travel. Okay. When was the last time we had a plane incident, Brad? 14 years ago?
2006 in Buffalo. Yep, yep, yep. Unbelievable. No,
It's
it's
horrible. Here's the problem I have. I'm going to piss a lot of people off. Everyone, quit politicizing everything. The fires weren't Gavin Newsom's fault. Okay, DEI didn't cause this fucking tragedy to happen with the airplane, the American Airlines plane. Guess what? Things happen, and it's unfortunate. And not everyone has to. This blame game in this new society we do is horrible. I hate it. I hate it. What about you?
oh, I can't stand it. When I heard our president talking about it, it made me sick. Like all these people are dead, their families are affected for the rest of their life, and you're blaming it on Obama and Biden. Come on, Trump, you can do better than that. And then he'll backtrack and say, I never said that. Right? That's how he rolls. But it's really terrible. I mean, even if you're a Trumper, how can you listen to that garbage? I mean,
It's whether you listen because we're such in a society now with the phones and everyone. You put something on about somebody. For example, the kicker for the Baltimore Ravens, Justin Tucker, was accused of the same kind of sexual misappropriations that Deshaun Watson did. That he was getting hand jobs while he's getting massages. Right. Well,
right.
we are you one of these guys, Brad? People in America read everything and they believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not one of those guys. Do you?
No, no.
Good.
Don't believe everything you hear or read because it's jealousy. Somebody's jealous of Justin or didn't get a good tip. So they got all the therapists together and go, let's go after this guy. He's worth $100 million. That's really what it comes down to. Now, if somebody can prove beyond a reasonable doubt he pulled down his pants and he asked for a handy or a kepi, then you know what? He's guilty and he should be thrown out of the league because you can't take advantage of people. You just cannot.
No.
And I've never been to a therapist. I've never been to a massage parlor. Hello, but
Yeah,
I'm always
yeah,
just.
yeah. You've never been to a Chick-fil-A either, so with your beautiful dog. I agree with you, but Deshaun Watson had 22 lawsuits against him and he settled. And my brother's a lawyer said if you settle, there's a level of guilt there. Okay.
Right,
Let it
right,
go to trial if you really believe you didn't do it. But in Justin Tucker's case, let's see how this plays out. If it's
right.
true, the truth is going to come out. And I just can't stand it. Everyone believes everything they read and they see and they listen to on Fox and CNN and
Yeah,
MSNBC. But when if Brad has a relationship with a woman and it breaks up, okay, it's her story and there's Brad's story and there's the truth, correct?
cor- there's two sides to every story, And by the way, Deshaun Watson, s- I think he's guilty. Okay, that's just my opinion. But Bill Cosby's guilty. Okay. Sometimes you pay for them to go away. Okay, that's what my stepman Eric Day told me. If somebody owes you money, some does this, them, you know what? Just pay them to go away. And some of these guys who have big money, they just want it to go away. But you know what? There's probably some truth to all of this, you know, in some way. Justin Tucker's a great guy. He's the greatest kicker in NFL history, don't you think?
One of them,
Yeah.
and now his life's being, thrown into the because we now the NFL is looking. Look, you have to look into it.
Hmm.
And there was a level of truth with a lot. There's a lot of levels of truth, but you still got to do the due diligence of
Right. I agree.
you're not guilty. It was you're innocent until proven guilty. I feel bad for these people that just. It's the same thing as Brad. You retired from Lyft driving, but if someone went on Yelp and said Brad Grumberg took me from the airport to
Yeah.
Century City and was a complete asshole. And then you got to prove that. Then anyone can do that. Then you got to
Right.
go in there and say, wait a minute, I was at my dog Annie at a fucking dog park in Santa Monica. People are brutal when it comes to social
It's
media and
it
using their
yeah.
phones. There's a level of just absolute viciousness and meanness when it comes to people. I don't get. Is it a
It's
power thing,
jealousy.
Brad?
It starts with jealousy. If somebody's making a lot of money, they're popular. People want to bring them down because they want the money grab. They think, hey, we have
Yeah.
nothing to lose here. By the way, you mentioned the dog park I go to. I got an email yesterday telling me that I have been crude to the staff. I'm like, what?
Bullshit.
I bring cookies, I do all this stuff, but I know the one person that turned me in. Okay. And I'm just nice to everybody. Now you can't even say good morning. You know how Me Too is. You can't even say good morning. You look nice today. And I get an email from the top yesterday saying you need to do this, you need to do that. I go, what did I do? I thought they were sending it to the wrong person, but I know who it is. I know who it is. And I've
Well,
been so
okay,
nice to
wait,
the
wait, wait. Go
person.
go back.
Yeah,
If you could talk about it, because I will tell you this, and I joke you all the time. I love you. You're family.
I
There's no
am.
way that's fucking true, everybody. We just talked
I,
about the level, and
I mean,
there's no way this
I
guy.
don't bring it up. Yeah, I don't bring
Yeah.
it up. I bring it up because it
Who?
happened to
Why? What
me.
was their motivation?
Their motivation is because their life is in the shitter. They're probably going to quit soon, and they thought, hey, maybe I can get a money grab before I leave. That's what I think happened.
You don't have
I
any
just
money.
exactly because I'm hanging out with you. When are we going to monetize Fat Fish
Well,
Podcast?
we keep having this dialogue, and someone will
Yeah,
get it and say,
you got a lot of juice, man. You know a lot of people with the big dough, right?
"No, Brad, you hang out. You're on an email with Adam Sandler. He's got more money than people than anyone I have in
Adam
my
Sandler
life."
has been so good to me. Five
Yeah.
movies. He's my
Right.
buddy, and
Sure.
Yeah, he's just a great guy. So you
So
know what?
what? How, go back. What's just going to happen with this thing? Are they going to ban you from the
I
telecast?
apologized on email, and we'll see what happens. I might go in today, later on, or tomorrow for sure. And the person will probably be there, and they don't know that I know, but I know. And you know what? No good deed goes unpunished. My grandma was so smart, way ahead of her time. I'm just telling you, you just can't be nice to people anymore. You got to be silent. Like Silent Bob. Remember that movie, Silent Bob?
I disagree. I've watched you. I've watched you. I've heard you. You were on a podcast for a long time with Lauren Francesca, a very beautiful and talented actress, and she went on the podcast. The first time I ever came on your podcast, she said, "Eric, Fish, this guy goes to McDonald's. We've said this a million times. And buys 100 hamburgers, and he's got $20 to them, and gives them to people." And you don't do that. I know you. You don't do that to get noticed. You don't call TMZ and say, I'm gonna go buy 100 hamburgers. By the way, I'm doing, my Curb Your Enthusiasm drops tonight, so put that before us. And you don't you
Yeah.
don't you don't sit there and throw the camera on yourself. So this whole thing is bullshit that they're doing. Jealousy and power. It's horrible. I told
No,
you,
it's
Freud
just
said it. If
yeah.
Sigmund Freud said joy, with jealousy, ego, power, and greed will bring down the
You're
society.
dropping you're dropping names. Who the hell is Sigmund Freud?
Sigmund Freud, well, he was one of the top, basically, I guess he was a
Is he like
physiologist,
Einstein? Like Albert?
psychiatrist.
Yeah.
He was one of
Uh-huh.
the top guys in the early 1900s, and he tried to figure out people like Brad Grunberg,
Yeah.
and thank God he's not alive today, or else you would have put him into another profession.
I'll tell you a story. So my parents always taught me, respect women, respect men, respect everybody. Treat them as you would want to be treated. So I would like I had buddies who used to come to the Tropicana and they wanted to be set up with the strippers and the wrestlers. So back when I in my 20s and 30s, I used to protect all the girls, and I still do. So never know how who your buddies with, treats a woman. So I set one of my buddies up with this really hot girl. I mean, I had a crush on her. And he took her out, he took her to dinner, he took her home. And then I guess they started kissing. And then all of a sudden, he kept pushing. She said, no, 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 it's for our first date. But he kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And he was on top of her and all this stuff. Now, do I believe him or do I believe her? She has no agenda. She just, I felt bad because I set him up. I set them up, and I take responsibility. And unfortunately, I'm not friends with him anymore. Okay,
Good for
because
you.
no, I can't do it. It's a reflection on me. The only person I'm
Absolutely.
trying to set up is this guy. This guy.
This guy's
And by the
awesome.
way, is your sister coming
Yeah, yeah,
to
man.
LA?
I'm gonna see her Sunday and put the hard push on you. You look good. You lost weight. You can see in your face.
Yeah,
You've gone.
I'm
You
exercising. Thank you, buddy. By the way,
you look cool.
I'm gonna get all the I'm going under plastic surgery. All this pulled back, so I really look good, like kind of like
Don't
Burt
look.
Reynolds.
Don't
I'm
look like
I'm,
Bert. No, don't do
I'm
the Joan
kidding.
Rivers.
I don't even if I had the money, I wouldn't do it. Be who you are, and that's what I've preached. Be who you are. Tall, skinny, fat. Get into shape if you can. It's very important because as you get older, things start to break down. Okay,
Oh,
right?
Jesus Christ! You have no idea what you get. You're young. Wait. What the fuck is this? And then you find out. Did you play
Yeah,
football? Were you an athlete when you were younger? Yeah. Well,
yeah.
the rotator cuff starts to go, and I go, what the hell? Yee. So
But
I'll
that's
give you an
from,
example of
but that's
exactly
from,
what.
yeah, but that's from something else.
Yeah, no, I use this hand. This is the right arm.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll give you an example. I think I told you this, but I'll tell you how bad the culture could be sometimes. I call it woke. I told a joke at a full bar. I told a joke to three bartenders, and there was two girls that were very matronly looking. And the joke is this: what do you call an asshole covered in plastic?
What?
Look at your driver's license.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Well, the
Okay.
girls called HR on me and said they were offended by
Oh,
so I get a call from HR, this bar, and they said, Fish, did you tell a joke about assholes and plastic? The guy's laughing. Okay. His name is Greg, by the way. And I said, yeah, Greg, what's the problem? He goes, well, two girls were in last night. They're offended. When they come back tonight, buy them a drink. There you
In
go.
this
Look at that.
guy,
Oh, look,
uh,
yeah, look at
is
that face.
look at
Now,
that.
wait,
Look,
I'll finish the story, but no, put your
please,
face
please
next to that.
don't. Yeah, please don't. That's it.
Put that
Okay,
face. Okay. So the
okay.
two girls come back in the night, and they said we were told by your HR, and I said get the f out. I would rather lose my job than buy you guys a drink. 'Cause that's what your agenda was. And you try to get me in trouble for telling it. Now,
Oh
if the word,
wow.
and I said, if the word asshole offended you, well, guess what? Don't watch USA Network any even, because it now assholes on everywhere. And if you're in the plastics business, get. So they leave, and there's a bar down the street, and I call the bartender, I tell him the story. And when they walk in, they go, the bartender says, did this just throw you out? And they go, yeah. And he goes, get the fuck out.
Ah, I love
So,
it.
yeah,
No,
you
I
can't
love
tell
it.
Joe. You bartended. You're a funny guy. What? You
I
can't tell
am
jokes. I understand ethnic jokes. Yeah, I could offend somebody. But that if that joke offends somebody, this is so. Bottom line is, Brad, like you saying, we can't be ourselves anymore.
right. No, it's sad. Anything and everything you say gets scrutinized. But it was a
Absolutely.
joke. Don Rickles, my hero, he told me just tell the joke. And if you're telling the joke, you love the person. And if you don't say anything to the other person, you don't like them. And that's how I live my life. You can't please everybody. And by the way, remember that thing I sent you, the Uber driver with that woman in the back
Oh,
seat? What was that all about? I know I've had that before too.
Was
These
that
people, I'm sorry.
was that scripted? Does that really happen? Because I was
No, no,
tell everybody what
that,
happened. I
yeah.
tell them.
Okay, so this heavy set woman gets into the car, and she right away, are you Bob? Yes, I'm Bob. And then can you move the seat up? It's hurting my knees. You know, she couldn't get in the car. She had enough room in the back. Go on a fucking diet like me. And she started. I think it was set up because everything she kept, it was like me on Shameless. Remember with the waitress Emmy Rawson? I kept sending her back. No, I'm like, no. See, you give me that stupid face when I
Well,
tell
that
my
wasn't
story.
to his face. I
No,
was
but
going to
I'm
give
going
you
to
a
give you an
Shut
analogy.
up! I was going to
She
give you a
can't. No, I
compliment.
want to. Can I finish my little story?
Yeah,
Is that
I
all
was going
right?
to give you a compliment, but I won't. So go
No,
ahead.
don't give me any more compliments. They don't do me any good from you. Okay? Maybe your sister. Maybe your sister,
Oh,
Jamie.
my sister,
God, is
Jesus
she
Christ!
beautiful? She is smoking.
Wait till you find out she's got a penis. But go ahead.
Oh, that's a
You
buddy.
don't care, anyways.
I'll go with the penis. I don't care. She's so adorable. I love her.
All right,
By the way, if we ever get married, will that be okay with you?
I'm leaving the country.
Oh yeah. Maybe I'll move into your house with Jamie
Oh,
and
great,
Vicky
great.
and Molly, your
Yeah,
dog.
great. Chunky loved the squatter. But go ahead, finish your story.
So here's the story. Basically, it was set up because the woman is a terrible actress, and and the guy, it was short answers, short answers, short answers. I would have thrown her out. I did throw some couple people out right away. Miss, stop talking. Get out of the car. But we're on the freeway. Get out of the car. I'm going to pull aside. I don't have time for it, Fish. I just don't. I kill him with kindness. That's how when I drove for 10 years and 3 months, I kill him with kindness. And some people, they start screaming at me for one reason or another. I don't react. I don't go down to their level like my grandpa used to say. Bully, listen to me. Don't go down to the level. Open the door and tell them to have a nice day. And he's so right. You know, they want to work me out. They want to get me going. And I don't fall for it. And some of these people, they basically what it comes down to, they're having a shitty life or a shitty day, and they take it out on you. You're just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Try being it's a misery loves company type of thing. Yeah,
Right.
so I get it. Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
good? You like that
I would have
picture?
loved. Yeah,
You
look at
like
that.
that?
Now look at that. Now look at you now. You know, that's
Yeah, I've lost
put that
some
up,
weight.
put that up
Oh,
again.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
that is the headshot he used to try to get the job, the audition for the whale, and then
Yes.
he went. So
Yes.
that's the whale. Now take this down, and now he's Fred Flintstone. So that's basically what he looks like now.
I can never be as good looking as you. Jesus Christ, you're
Yeah, you
handsome.
can. You are. You look. What are looks? Looks are just you.
I know. And you know what? You know when you go to your high school reunion and somebody comes up, hey Brad, what's going on? You have to look at their picture to see who they really are. Watch this. See, this is my. There's my picture from high school, and my name there, Brad Grunberg. So that picture right there, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, but I'm looking at something over there. But yeah, some people look totally different. We're all the same age. People, age differently, and if they're heavy or skinny or whatever, but just be you. We lost Fish. We don't know where he went. He probably went back into the bathroom to take a poo poo, and maybe he even combed his hair. That what is that thing? What is that thing on his head? It's like a bird's nest. I saw. I think I saw a bird in there looking at me. But yeah, that's how it goes. But what else can I tell you about things? I got a lot of projects going on, ladies and gentlemen, and some of them are coming to fruition, and I'm so excited. I've waited my whole career for this stuff. And here's a message to everybody: when it rains, it pours. It rains good. All the things, one pops, they all pop. But then there's the other side. When it rains, it pours badly. You get a ticket, you get somebody hits you with their car in an accident. You don't get extra cheese on your In-N-Out burger. So there's a lot of things. But and be careful of these apps and these scams. I joined a dating app, and I never I paid like $25. I never got uh, anything. I never got a woman liking me, nothing. And it's when the woman likes you, then you have to pay more money to meet her, to respond to her. It's all a scam out there, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I beg of you, be very careful. I've been scammed. My friends have been scammed. Call me. I know the scam. So and as my grandma always says, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. So, I thought maybe I should do this show alone. Everybody's responding. What happened to you? You okay? Are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is how it works when you do it on your phone, right?
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
tell everyone on the fucking planet, don't call me. Now, I have a
All
block
right.
of all calls except my brother who's mentally challenged, my wife who knows not to call, and my son. That's it. Everyone. So my mentally challenged brother calls. It takes you out. It'll take you out because it's
Oh,
an
right.
emergency. It's an emergency phone call. So
Right.
kind of get me abreast. You had 2 minutes and 23 seconds. What did you
Yeah.
talk about?
I could go the rest of the way by myself.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Yeah. All right. There. Finally at 95. I love it. So let's talk about me. I'm just a great guy. I'm humble. I'm nice. I'm
That's
funny.
enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah. You wait. Yeah. So,
No, I was talking about
you
my
know what?
projects.
What you were saying before, and John, I love you. I know you didn't mean to do it on purpose. You love the show. He wants it. Oh, by the way, Brad, do you have any? Can I could ask you this off the show? My brother John wants an autographed headshot of you, like an 8x10. Can you do that
Of
for him?
of who?
Of you? You?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god! I
Well,
will.
I told him that you what the stuff you did. So he went on YouTube, saw you on Two Broke Girls. He went on YouTube and saw you on Sons of Anarchy. And then when he saw you, he didn't he's you know bots and bots. Um, when he saw you on Curb Your Enthusiasm and fell through the roof, he said he drinks apple. He's one of these kids that drinks like in a insane asylum. He has Fritos, and apple juice. He spilled his apple juice all over his lap. You know, he laughed so hard. He said, "So can you believe?"
I've never met John, but I have to say I love his
Greatest kid,
look. He's a
greatest kid.
very very handsome guy. Bobby,
Mhm.
he's a handsome guy. Your sister's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, wow, she is so cute. And if she has half a personality, well, we don't want him to have your personality. But here's the thing: what are you sure you're a member of the family? They're good looking, they have great personality, and then there's you who keeps talking and talking and talking.
I,
When
I
you
gave you
when,
2 minutes and 32 to yourself.
yeah, but you have to understand when you tell one of your stories, have a point, end it real quick. That's from planes, trains,
I
and
gotta
automobiles.
wait a minute. That's not fair. I told the story about the joke that I told that had a point. The point was the girls try to get try to get a free drink, didn't succeed, and I was willing to say, "Fuck, call, yeah, HR again." They went to another bar, and the bartender at the other bar had my back. He didn't want to deal with them. Get the f out, you know.
Yeah,
So
no,
same
you have
thing.
integrity. You have integrity. I love it.
Same
And
thing
you
as
know it's
you. Same thing as you when you drove a Lyft. If the
yeah,
person was an asshole, you're a good mood. I don't want. I don't care if you're gonna. I don't want you in my car. Get out.
totally agree with you. Totally
Get the
agree.
hell out.
By the way, my mom and dad were asking about you. When you come to LA, you got to come over and meet them. Is that cool?
I'd rather take them out and leave you at home. And we'll go to the best all you could eat smorgasbord on a planet that doesn't allow to go boxes, and one just sitting, and then we'll bring you. I'll bring home a Chick-fil-A. No, actually, I'll bring some home for Annie. Yes, I would
Okay.
love. I would love to meet your parents because one, you're blessed. You know, you have Jerry's 93 or 92,
92 and a half.
and mom's 89.
88.
Correct?
No, mom's 83.
Wow,
And
boy.
and Annie is 12.
Okay, yeah. Well, you get a chance to, and you've always said
And
this, and
I'm
I've always,
38. And I'm
yeah,
38.
I've always respected what you said when you said, "My mom and dad brought me into this. Now I'm giving back," and you caretake for your mom and dad, so they don't have to go into a home, and that's valiant.
No, my
That
parents
that
came. Yeah,
yeah,
my
that should sell
yeah.
you with a lot of girls. Why? I don't know. I mean, you look, Brad, you
Well,
can't meet a girl in the lobby of a fucking McDonald's.
I mean, I just did this morning. What are you talking about? By the way, how does this guy find anybody? Look at this guy.
That's not that
Oh,
guy anymore. That's not
I
that
know.
guy.
No, I'm still the same guy. I'm just a little thinner. This is the weight I was at Adam Sandler. That's my boy. Watch that movie. It's absolutely hilarious. I'm the marathon runner at the end of the movie. Rex Ryan goes, I got a good one. They call him Wheels. He's good guy. Put some money on him, Sandler. And it was great. No, I won a great time. I was in Boston. I did two movies in Boston for Mr. Sandler. I did That's My Boy, and I did Grown Ups 2. And oh my goodness, Boston people are great. Oh my goodness, the restaurants. I got to go to a sporting event, a Red Sox game, or I mean,
Which
New England game. One day when I take my world tour, I'm going to go to all these places, do the bucket list. I'm going to do my world tour, Chunky Love world tour.
I
I'm going to
just
go
thought
to
of a new
Israel.
show. I thought of a new
I,
show for you. You in a car going across country. Not
oh,
well, yeah, that's
I
that's
love it. That you know what? I'm going to go to Israel. Never been for her because when she was 89, she passed away at 90. She had cancer. I go, Nanny, what do you want to do in your life? Besides go to the make company and buy sheets every 5 years. And I swear, she went, she had the same crusty sheets for 5 years, and then she'd go there on a sale, of course, buy new sheets. I took her there. Um, but yes, no, I just want to do the bucket list. I want to see all my friends, not you. I want to go and do things. I want to have a good time. By the way, that I have a project I'm working on with Carrot Top. Scott Thompson, the funniest man in Las Vegas. He was voted last year funniest man on the strip.
I
He is
agree.
unbelievable. Yeah, we got to get you there. Have you seen his show?
Once.
No, but
Once.
it's
Oh,
evolved to unbelievable stuff. He's so
he
good.
I've never seen a guy, real quick, to get your point, but I've never seen
Yeah,
a guy so like you are, not only quick witted, but so quick where if he's in the middle of doing his act and he'll see someone and go,
yeah,
and it's not scripted. He'll go, what, the Target
yeah.
have a sale on the shirt or something like that. He's
Right, right.
just, and the guy's wearing a shirt that looked like it came out like remember the members only jackets with the
Yeah,
epaulets? You know, he is absolutely brilliant. And we had him on a podcast and just a nice, humble guy. But
yeah.
I thought of a new show. You just said it. How about putting you in a car across country? Imagine you going into Van Horn, Texas to go into a diner. It's a town of 1,200 and you come walking in.
Oh
So,
God.
Brad, you know what, sir? We can't feed you in this place. You might want to go somewhere else. Yeah, just give me the menu and we'll find something.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I talked about this, but I have a great bit that I'm going to do. Met a guy at Chick-fil-A who's a larger guy like me, and we're going to go into a hometown buffet. They're closed, but we'll stage the whole thing. And then all of a sudden, two cops come in, draw their guns. Drop the trays! Drop the trays! Put your hands behind your head. You've been in here
There
for
was
18 hours in 2 days. Oh, whatever, Oh my God, that would be a great bit. And then
yeah,
we,
great bit. If you went into an all you could eat buffet and it never stopped, they would have to bring in the prop guys, portable showers. You have a cot, you have an IV and a defibrillator. Brad, you've gone for 6 hours right now. Can you give me another hour? Yeah. Kung
I
Pao
think you
chicken's
should
coming
leave the
out.
funny. I think you should leave the funny to the professionals. This guy,
Yeah.
you come up with some good ones once in a blue moon, but come on, you know who the funny guy is on this show. But I have to say,
Don't
some people have contacted me about, and they say you're really good. You're the host of the most. I'm the color guy. Okay, you're the boss, and I'm your wingman. Do you feel that way on
No,
95?
I feel it's equal. I don't, what boss? What's a boss? I don't get paid. You don't get paid.
I
You
know,
will.
but you
Yeah.
listen. We started this together, and you do all the work. You do all this stuff, man. You don't
Hey,
understand how blessed I am to have reconnected with you.
we catch a Fat Bitch podcast on Facebook Live, YouTube, DBTV, Roku, Podbean. We love our Podbean audience. Thank you, listeners. We realize that listening is a big part of this process, and we're trying to get more viewers. Subscribe on our YouTube channel when you watch
Please,
it on YouTube. Thanks to Chuck's Tavern, Johnny Cocktails, Entertainment. Brad, I got some breaking news for you. We might
yeah.
have two guests next week. We're going to do a double header.
What? All
We're gonna
right.
have we might get Nikki Hadfield, who's a bartender here, who is a writer
Mm.
and getting published. So she's bartends and writes. So she does
Wow.
what I do and she does what you do. Okay. And if we're lucky, we'll get Bobby Owens and Nolan Rudd on from there. They are starting up. They're two guys that were big motocross guys when we were younger in California, and they're going to start up a new motocross league. And they might want Fatfish to be the voice
Oh,
of a lot of it, and that could mean So
some
we'll do
guilt.
one day, one another day. We're picking up some steam right here.
Okay.
Check us out really quick. Clips of us on TikTok. I'll throw more on there. Especially this guy talking fish 6134. Brad, what does this mean to you when you see this?
Farrah Fawcett, man,
Oh,
the hottest '70s pinup. And you know what? A very good actress too. I
oh
thought
yeah.
she was great. She was so sweet. I know where she lived. I mean, rest in peace. She passed away, but she was married to Ryan O'Neal for many years. First, she married Lee Majors, great actor from $6 Million Man. Then they divorced, and then she married Ryan O'Neal, and that was her love to the end. I mean, my goodness, what a beautiful woman. You know that one pinup with her, excuse my language, but her nipples were hard. Did you see that picture with her in that bathing suit, that one piece? Oh,
I had it. It was on my
oh,
wall next to a
I
Raider
did
jersey.
too. I did too.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah,
we
her
miss
nipples
you.
were hard. Guess what else was hard? You and me.
You mean Junior downstairs?
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Oh, she's so beautiful and so nice too. When she
Yeah.
used to go on the Tonight Show, you could tell she was genuine. Very genuine. Johnny Carson, we miss you. He was the greatest talk show host in history. I first discovered Don Rickles on there because Don came in and ripped him a new tushy.
Mm.
And I'm telling you, he always, you know what? He was so good because he took it from the audience and he took it from his guests. And he didn't freeze up and get all red like Jay Leno. I mean, I like Jay Leno. He does a lot of philanthropic things, and he's funny, but he just, on his show, first of all, he effed Conan O'Brien. Oh, I love. Oh, by the way, Conan O'Brien's going to do the Academy Awards. He's going to be the host, which is perfect. He is so funny and so nice. I got to get on his podcast. Hello, but I will.
Love
I'm
it.
going to go. I'm going to branch out. I'm trying to get onto the Jennifer Hudson show. Okay, and I'm always going to wear the Fat Fish podcast. So they say, "What's Fat Fish?" I go, "Well, this is the real one. There are these other clowns that put the words together, and everybody thinks that's us. That's not us. Oops,
No, it's
sorry.
not us. Oh, what
Yeah.
happened to you? You're
Uh,
out now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, there
oh
I
yeah.
go.
See that? Look, I think there was a poltergeist there. He said fat fish the other guys, and they took you out. Now, you know
I had to
what?
pull up my
I want
pants.
you. I want you to tell the audience because you know this about. First of all, Carson had the greatest line ever. He got sued. Angie Dickinson came on, and she had a cat in her
No, no,
lap.
Angie Dickinson, not Andy.
Angie Dickinson had a cat in her lap, and she said, "You
Oh,
want to?" She goes, "You want to pet my pussy?" And he goes, "Yeah, pull the cat away like that." And
oh
she walked off the
God.
set. So, Brad, tell people what it
I
meant if you
love it.
were a young comic on Carson and he called you to the couch. What did that mean?
Well, my friend, dear friend, he's one of us. Bruce Fine was on the Tonight Show but with Jay Leno. It would be unbelievable because Ed McMahon with that laugh, he was like Norm Nixon to Magic or Magic Johnson to James Worthy. He was the assist man, and Doc
Sure.
Severinsen. It was a perfect show. It was a perfect show. But to answer your question, I would probably be very nervous coming through that curtain, and maybe I would do a little bit of my shtick, but I'd sit down, and Johnny would love me because I'm
Well,
self-deprecating. I make fun of myself. Do you know that when you're self-deprecating, you know this, people
yeah,
love you because you can make fun of yourself. Then you can make fun of other people,
absolutely.
right?
Right. Well, you said about Rickles, he makes fun of you. It's a foreign flattery. Billy Crystal said, if you're a young comic and you walk on that stage and Johnny calls you to his desk, it means you made
Oh,
it.
that's
That's it.
right.
Richard
That's right.
Pryor said the same thing. If you're a young comic, you go out there and he says, "Hey, that was Eric Schneider. Nice knowing you."
Yeah,
So
after the bit, after you do your stand-up set, he usually did this, okay? But he didn't call you over. But if he called you over,
yes,
you're in, you're in. You're gonna
right.
make lots of money around the country and the world doing your stand-up because Johnny
Okay.
gave you the stamp of approval.
I found this poster and I thought of you.
What is that?
That's every single you can't say every single hot dog
Oh,
that's at Pink. I can't say them all, but there's everything you could put on a hot dog from pineapple. I would never put a pineapple on a hot dog ever. Okay.
I went,
Uh,
I went to, I had a hot dog, chili cheese dog with onions
oh,
at Tommy's. It's been around forever.
yeah.
Burgers,
Which one?
best chili in town.
The one in Roscoe?
Unbelievable.
The one in the Valley or one
Uh,
in
uh, the one on Laurel Canyon. There's one, Laurel Canyon, going. Let's see, west east on Laurel Canyon on the left
okay.
side. Oh my God, so good. The chili, so good. There's a lot of them. They're the first big one. I think they started in the 50s. The husband and wife
Love it.
started. Oh, it's so good. Oh God, and I didn't have the chili cheese fries, but I would have if my friend wasn't there.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh,
So
excuse me. I dropped him off, and I went back and got the chili cheese fries.
I want your take on it. Yeah, of course you did. Yeah, but you probably got chili cheese fries for 100 homeless people too. That's how great you are. Fuck these people that dog park is still in my mind. I want to go out there in my anger management
I'll
and
see him
peace of mind.
tomorrow.
I got a couple of football memes for you. So the Patriots. You talk about Boston, right? The
Right.
Patriots are so excited about their new coach Mike Vrabel because they haven't won with Belichick after Brady and Gerard Mayo, the guy they groomed, stunk last year. So this is
Yeah.
a typical Patriots fan waking up the morning after, and this is Brad. It looks like Brad after he finds out that Mike Vrabel is the new head coach of the New England Patriots.
Oh, is that a slip and slide?
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
I missed those.
now
That's
this
funny.
another football meme. One great story Brad's told a million times is about James Gandolfini, one of my favorite actors of all time. Thought he bombed on his audition to play Tony Soprano. Talked to Brad about it, right?
Right.
So this came out. Look at this meme today about all the head coaches in the AFC West. Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh, now Pete Carroll of the Raiders, and Andy Reid. The average age is 65 years old. But look at that. They did a Sopranos version. So
Oh
James
God.
Gandolfini. So the Charger guy is Steve Buscemi, right?
Right.
And
Uh-huh.
then that's Michael Imperioli as the Sean Payton. Gandolfini, I hate it. I wish he was the bottom one. Tony Sirico, Paulie Walnuts is the Raider
Oh,
head coach. And of course the King, because Andy Reid would be that. That's pretty much well,
that's
if you did the
great.
personalities, Andy Reid would be Tony Soprano. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'll tell the story for our audience. If you hadn't heard it before, I'm gonna tell it again. So, my dear friend Bill Margot, I worked at the Hollywood Tropicana, female mud wrestling, and I walked in the office, and there was a guy there, and I go, "How you doing?" I went to get my check, and he goes, "Who are you?" I go, "I'm Johnny Cocktails. I'm the host of the mud wrestling." He goes, "Oh." I go, "Who are you?" I goes, "I'm like Burt Reynolds in Boogie Nights." I go, "Really? Okay." And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm also a porno star. I was the stunt dick for John Holmes in one of the movies in the 70s. I go, wait. John
So
Holmes had a stunt PP? He goes, yeah. You know, he went back to his trailer to rest. I went in this really cold pond and I took down my pants. I go, you're as big as John Holmes? He goes, bigger. I go, what? Can I see? No, I didn't say that. Okay,
yeah,
I did.
yeah, you did.
So I did, yeah. So then he he said I became friends with him, really nice guy, and he said, "Do you ever, I go, I have a dream. I always want to work on a porno set and be in one." He goes, "Okay, I'll get that done for you. It's on my bucket list." So I worked a couple of pornos as the boom mic, the PA, all this stuff. I saw stuff that I never imagined. I mean, a lot of these porn stars never know each other until they get to the set. And so he created this wonderful award show called Fox, Fans of X-Rated Entertainment. And I went to all the award shows, of course, and I brought my friends. I flew in from Chicago. My buddy Stu Shalowitz, all these guys came in, and we went to the Mayan Theater downtown. It's still there, and Jenna Jameson was there. Okay, Buck Henry was there taking pictures. God rest his soul.
Buck Henry.
James Gandolfini's there, and I go. There's James. Oh my, he was in True Romance. So I go up. I go, James, how you doing? I'm Chunky Love. Now, Brad Grunberg, nice to meet you. My friends want to meet you, so he comes over, and I go, so how's it going? What's going on? You know how it goes. Brad, you're an actor, you know. You think you got a good one, then they cancel it or they go in a different direction. But I did this show, this pilot called The Sopranos. I go, what's that? He goes, it's never going to air. I was terrible. I just did reshoots. I mean, I was so bad. I'm embarrassed. He was Tony Soprano.
Ugh.
And I go, don't I and I told him, Tony, I go, James, don't give up. You never know. You're a talented guy. It's, you know, luck and timing. And the rest is history. Nicest guy, nothing. He talked like he talked on the show, but so sweet. And by the way, I had a lot of friends that worked on that show. He used to help people
Oh yeah.
monetarily. He did so much for sick kids. And he was with his son, I think, in Europe, and he had a heart attack in his hotel room. I mean, gone too soon. Gone too soon. James, Buck Henry, Jenna Jameson is alive. I hope she's all right. She had some drug problems. You know who she was married to? Who's the MMA guy? You know, from Huntington Beach. Uh, Dana White, I think, got rid of him. He had a big mouth. Oh, what's his
I
name?
don't
Oh,
know. It goes
it'll
John
come to me.
Jones. No.
No, 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 no.
There's a lot
Uh,
of them.
yeah, this one's a retired. He's from Huntington Beach, a real bad boy. Oh, Ortiz. Um, what's his first name? Last name's Ortiz.
Okay.
And really, yeah, I met him too. He's a nice guy. Jenna Jameson was married to him then, I think, but I don't, you can't believe everything you read. You know, they split up. But Jenna Jameson was the number one porno star back in the day. You know, she mentioned your name, by the way. She
Of
wanted to know if
course.
I knew you. I
Yeah.
go, she goes, I think I had a scene with him one time. I go, really? What was the scene? He wasn't in the scene. He brought a pizza. He was the pizza delivery boy, and he came in the house and he put the down. Then he pulled down his pants, and the rest is history. But then it was too small, and then we had to cut and bring in a stunt dick, and that was me.
Well, she no, actually, it wasn't that. The scene was she looked at me and she said, "I have a dream, not like Martin Luther King, but I have a dream, and I see Dirk Diggler somewhere. Maybe a movie 10 years from now with Burt Reynolds. Are you Dirk Diggler?" No, I said, "Hey, talk about this. You want a chance with my sister to porn and to segue into something? If you want a
Yeah.
chance with my sister, this is a Guinness World Book of World Records, largest tongue."
Oh.
Look at
Oh,
that tongue. Look at the
what
tongue on that guy. That's not a prosthetic.
is that?
Look
A
at that.
hamburger in his mouth? Is that a
That's
hamburger?
a tongue. And then I have a picture of his wife, and she's got a big smile on her face. You're damn right. And she, you
Wow,
know, so if you get a tongue like that, buddy, just think of the taste buds in that thing and think of what you could do with that fucking thing. Jesus Christ, like a
wow! Look
lizard.
at that guy. That's
Look
a
at that tongue.
wait. That's folded. He's folding his tongue. No,
Maybe he's bald. He's got a
yeah,
huge tongue.
that looks like a donut from Randy's Donuts in his mouth. That's a
A
good plug.
donut from Randy's Donuts.
Is that
Well,
good?
oh, I went to Randy's Donuts off when you went to the Forum off the 405 right there
Right.
on Manchester. The big
Yeah.
the big Randy's Donuts. Hey,
Oh, so good.
we put a meme up a couple of weeks ago with the dogs, and we put Mark Twain. I found something here. This is a guy that's a true American hero, and you're a big lover and of the history of the cinema and film. And Tom Mix was the biggest. Before there was John Wayne, there was Tom Mix in the silent films, and he played cowboys. And he was a pallbearer. This guy is Wyatt Earp. This is the ridge. That's Wyatt Earp, not Kevin. Two great movies. I know you've seen them. Tombstone, where Kurt Russell plays him, right? And then there's Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner. That's the
Right.
real Wyatt Earp right there. That guy was shot at over 178 in 160 battles. Never got hit. Killed
Really?
many people. Yeah, it's insane. It would be like I couldn't do an analogy. So it's like you walk into a fast food restaurant and the food is free and you say no. It's not going to happen, you know? They're all shooting at this guy and he never got hit. It's like, remember the movie Commando with
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
land on that island with an AK-47 and there's 5,000 guys shooting at you? Not one guy gets hit, but your
Of course,
Marine
he's the
guys.
star, man. He's the star. By the way, we're talking donuts. That brings me up to another subject. Cookies. What do you like? Donuts or cookies better?
Cookies.
Okay, so the best cookie place in Los Angeles is called Good Cookie. Okay, or is it good? No, Cookie Good. Sorry. What's the difference, right? Best cookies in town. Unbelievable. The proprietors, they started in the garage. Ross and Mel Cantor. Yes, the Cantor family from Cantors, but he's in another section of the family there. But great writer, great guy, and sadly, he lost his house too in Palisades. I mean, buddy, it's unbelievable. Yep, I go there every day, of course, and the cookies are so good. So if you want cookies, look up cookiegood.com and you can order a box and they'll send it to you next day or 2 days. And the cookies are fresh for probably 4 or 5 days. So they're so good. I'm going to go there today. You want a cookie?
Yeah,
You
I'm a
want a cookie like
chocoholic.
Don Rickles said? You want a cookie?
Yeah, well, I want a cookie, and I'm a chocoholic. I love chocolate.
Oh, you
That's my
do? Okay.
vice.
All right.
Love chocolate.
I'm gonna send
I
you something. I'm gonna send you
All right.
some good stuff. Or when I come in to marry your sister, Jamie, I love you. Elvis is gonna marry us. Okay, he's gonna have a yarmulke and a tallis, and you'll be there as my witness. Okay?
No,
Eh, No. Oh,
no.
what?
This guy will be there as your witness.
Look at it. Do you think Jamie would like the tongue or this guy
I think if you
or
see my
this guy
sister,
or
go
that
ahead.
guy?
That not that guy. If you see, I'm gonna go back. But I have a line. If you meet my sister, right, and you have
Yeah.
a nice date, this is you waking up the next morning.
Oh my God. Call back. That's
Oh,
in
yeah.
comedy. That's a callback. I like
It's a
that.
call. Oh, yeah, a hard on's a hard on. How you get it and where it
Oh
comes
my
from? Hey,
God.
just
Hey,
at your age, you're blessed.
we got about 10 minutes. I want to talk football. I want to talk about what happened last Sunday. Okay.
Fuck it.
No, I have to. I have to. I was in the
No,
greatest
I want
sports.
you to.
No, oh yeah. I was in the greatest sports bar in Los Angeles called Busby's Sports Bar West. I go there all the time. I've been there for 20 years, coming in and out. I had to get there at 10:15 a.m.
Right.
to get a table. Mike Hamilton's the manager and part owner. He set it up for me. And Wayne, the doorman, unbelievable. Go in, great food. Within 10 minutes, the whole place was packed for the Buffalo game, not the first game, the second game. And thank God I got a table. I'm so blessed I got a table. So my friends, I met about four of my great high school, junior high and high school friends, and we had such a good time. A lot of laughs, but it was so loud from the screaming and the music. They have the Animal House. Shout. Well, they
Yeah.
put instead of shout, they put Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo. Oh, it was great, so much fun. But what the hell are they going for two for? Twice. What is this coach doing? Do you know that Marv Levy is 99 years old? He said, "Win one for me, please," because he lost four Super Bowls in a row in the 90s. And then now they're 0-4 to Kansas City going to the Super Bowl the last 4 years. Josh Allen can't do it all himself. And the defensive coordinator and what are these plays they're calling? What about the push tush? That's my favorite play. When the quarterback tries to go over the top on the goal line and you push him in and you grab his tushy and you push. And I have a feeling, well, I know for a fact Josh Allen has a great tush.
So do you. You
Like
said
you.
you
You
buried it
have
last week on. I got more emails about the crack of your ass and the zip coded thing. There's
Why don't you
America and then
share
there's
them
Brad's
with me?
ass. What?
Why don't you share these wonderful emails with me?
Because you know what, your egos look. What that your
Ego.
ass? Wait a minute. How reassuring for you to date my sister when I tell your ass has its own zip code? Here's the neighborhood here. This is where the deli is. Understand?
But here's the thing.
And you know what?
I make her
I'm gonna
laugh and
get.
take care of her
Okay, I'm
because I'm
gonna
a
get the
Jewish guy.
videos. Brad's got great videos. He's leading people with the Buffalo cheer, and it's a real sports bar. And I felt that, I was getting so zoomed into it. How about this, Brad? When you're in a bar that's all Buffalo fans, right?
Right.
How the fuck there's a line? How is the line judge on one side on the 4th and 1 with the first down, the other guy, and then when McDermott, the schmuck, asked for a measurement, they say no. I'm not a conspiracy theorist when it comes to
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
but something stinks. Something really fucking stinks when
No.
it comes to and now. Kansas City, Kansas City's good enough to win without the rest, but it's sure, I don't know. I don't want
No.
to make
They're
excuses,
no.
but
But okay. This is NBA, baseball, everything. They're told, like, I love basketball, so I remember I went to my first net game when I was 12 years old. My dad took me, so we get to the seats and there are people sitting in the seats. So the usher goes, "Get up," and they go, "Motherfucker." I go, "We paid for these seats, right?" But these guys were so mad. So basically I'm sitting there and great seats, and I could hear the players on the court, and they were, motherfucker, all this stuff. Great. I love how they mic everybody now in the NBA. But basically, this guy goes, "Hey, Mendy, why don't you go home, fuck your wife?" Mendy Rudolph was a
I remember Mandy
unbelievable.
Rudolph.
Yeah, he was an unbelievable. I'm 12. I'm looking at my dad. He goes, "Well, that's New York in Madison Square Garden," and it was. I had the best time of my life because Earl the Pearl Monroe bringing the ball up, baby. Oh my goodness! I mean, we all the greats were
Okay.
there.
The
No, but
question
the
was,
point I'm trying to make,
what
if I
was the
can finish my,
reaction by you and
yeah,
Busby's going to happen?
yeah, no, but what I'm trying to say is, um, the fix is on. They know the team they want to get there. They want a Kansas City because they're going for a three-peat. Never been done before. But the bottom line is, it's got to be fair. Oh, by the way, we have video, video assist. They look at the play, and you
Sure.
could see he got over the line to get the first down. Josh Allen, even without the push tush. Let me tell you something. I don't know. It's like this is a funny old saying. I always say this. Hey, ref, you're missing a great game
That's
because
great
they're
example.
is that. I mean, it's true. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, I just anybody who's a better, don't bet on Buffalo ever. They're just jinxed. What do you think?
It's just one last question. At the end of the game, how fast did that bar empty? The bar's empty when those games end. They just empty.
Oh yeah, no.
This is what the bartender hears 30 times. Can I have my tab, please? Can I have my tab, please? Can I have my tab, please? And
Yeah.
you're sitting there and running people's credit cards, and then 5 minutes, 10 minutes after the game's left, you got five drunks sitting there. And where did my whole crowd
Oops.
go? Very sad. You still
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about the fit. You just, you know what? I'm a Raider fan, so I can't stand the Chiefs.
Right. You
So
can't do. Yeah.
nah.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for
But
Philadelphia. I think. What do you think about Saquon Barkley, Brad? Is that an amazing story? Oh,
he is
unreal.
fantastic. I mean, great. He was with the Giants, of course, New
Yeah.
York Giants, and then they traded him to Philly, which is a rival. Philly
They
and New
didn't trade
York.
him. He
Yeah.
went free agent. That started the
Right, right.
drama.
Oh,
He
that's
was a
right.
free
He went
agent.
free. Oh, so did the Giants get anything? They got nothing.
They got Bupkis.
Oh, Bupkis. Wow.
Bupkis.
I just want to, in the last couple of minutes, I want to talk to our audience. Please subscribe to Fat Fish Podcast. We have a great time every week, usually on Fridays or Saturdays. We do it live, but then we post it. YouTube is the place. YouTube. Please subscribe. You will not be sorry. You will thank me in the morning. Right, Fish?
Well, I'm not gonna show that meme again, but you're thinking that's you in the morning. You remember that? So I got to ask you one thing in the last 4 minutes. You brought up something. What's your favorite? And you grew up in LA, but you don't have. What's your favorite accent in of the United States? Is it New York, Boston, the South? Is it the oh geez, don't you know the Wisconsin? Is it California? Which the LA type dudes?
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
favorite accent?
I think it's got to be the Bronx, baby. I think, I mean, these guys are Goombas. They're mostly Italian,
Yeah.
And you know what's amazing about New York? They have a great sandwich shop over here. Okay. They have fish sandwiches, right? Fish submarines. Then right next door, they have Chunky Love sandwiches, and they don't both do big business. Isn't that crazy? There's restaurants and bodegos everywhere, and they're always top notch with the best stuff: alcohol, potato chips, ding dongs, cake, cookies. Well, no, cookie good is the best, but. I'm just
It's
telling you, buddy, there's so much. I can go to New York and all of a
oh
sudden you'll see me on the street with a couple of sandwich wrappers on me, a McDonald's wrapper, oh, they
no.
don't have In-N-Out Burger there, but they have great burgers. I would
You
gain
could
50 pounds. I would gain
you couldn't
back 50 pounds.
in Manhattan, the island of Manhattan, you couldn't eat in every restaurant. If you ate in a restaurant every
Yeah,
day for 20 years, you couldn't eat in all the restaurants
right, right.
in Manhattan. Quick story: I'm covering the NFL draft for AOL. I'm in
It
New
better
York.
be
It's
quick.
1998. Well, okay, um, and it's at Madison Square Garden. Me and my buddy Bruce, who's covering the also for I think it was Fox or something like that. We go up to Little Italy. There's these stoop to this great restaurant called Payonettes. There's a guy, it's 35 degrees, it's April. He's wearing a white beater thing, and he's got an old transistor radios, listen to the Yankee game. There's another guy with the hose, he's hosing off the front, two Italian guys, right? And we're waiting to get in the restaurant. So we're just sitting there talking. I hear the guy with the hose say, "Hey, Tom, what's the score of the Yankee game?" He looks at him and goes, "How the fuck should I know?" He's listening to the game. That's so New York. I mean, it's just
Oh, they
my
bust on
parents.
each other. They bust on
Were
each
your
other.
my parents are from New York. Were yours? Because you have the New York attitude.
Yeah, my dad, Vienna, Austria, Holocaust survivor, got out when he was 6, made it to Ellis Island, just barely. Um, his father, hit on a train to get to Poland to get him out,
Oh,
and
wow.
the stories my dad has told me are unbelievable. If it wasn't for Uncle Henry, he got him out. He got to have $250 in a bank account to come over. And my grandpa, his brother, that's Uncle Henry, he he had not a lot of money, so he kind of slept at the passport office all night to be the first one to go. And he begged the guy, "Please, it's my family." And the guy goes, "Okay." He signed off on it, so they were able to come over, the whole family. Oh my God, my dad, he has no emotion because he's been through so much. He can't watch Schindler's List or anything, but
Oh,
he talks. He watches the History Channel, so he sees some stuff.
Brad,
But yeah, yeah.
give out, give it, give. We haven't done this in a while. Give a shout out to Keith Berman.
Oh my God, where do I start? Keith Berman, we think about you. We're praying for you. I hope you like the hat. I hope that brings you a lot of love and good energy to get through your chemo and your radiation treatments. Cancer and is the worst disease of them all, next to Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, Michael J. Fox. Just stay healthy, everybody. Be
Breathe,
grateful
breathe,
you're healthy, right? I mean,
breathe.
who cares what kind of car, Birka bag you have? Who has money or houses? Look at the people in Palisades down to the ground. $40 million homes. Goodbye within 30 seconds. Terrible. So, hey, 95 in the books. And I want to tell you, I love you, buddy. I love you, Fish. Let's do it again next week. 100s of special guests. Stick around. Mr. Linden, take us home.
You've been listening to the Fat Fish Podcast, heard on all your favorite platforms. Until next time.